We are the dollars and cents.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, today we're going to do another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time it comes from the house of Carolina Herrera. It is Bad Boy Extreme. This might be the third or fourth flanker from the Bad Boy line. I did love the original Bad Boy, and I did try the Parfum a couple of years ago. I think I did that video with Brandon. Wasn't a big fan of the cannabis note in that fragrance, guys. Sorry, I'm going to move this so you don't get too much of a glare. But yeah, wasn't a big fan of the cannabis note, guys. Was reading in the comments. Sometimes with cannabis notes, it does smell like you're holding a bag of pot in your pocket. That's not really my thing. I don't really want to smell like that. So if you guys like to smell like that, good for you. It just wasn't for me. But I did look over the notes in this one. This one actually sounded pretty good. So let's check out the presentation real quick. As you can see, the box is pretty plain. It looks like the other ones. They just kind of flip-flop the colors every now and then. And then here is the bottle. This is a 75 ml. I believe this is like 90 or 95 bucks. Same bottle. Again, don't have to go into too much detail with it. Just put some gold down here. But it does look nice. I always did like the lightning bolt. If you guys know the women's version, which I do love that perfume on women, Good Girl. It is a stiletto heel. So that's, it's a little gaudy, little out there, but I like it. I think it still looks kind of cool. So, Bad Boy Extreme from the house of Carolina Herrera is a men's sweet, earthy amber fragrance released in 2023. The noses behind this fragrance are Quittenbish, Louise Turner, and Jan Vasnier. It is an Eau de Parfum Extreme. So the notes for this fragrance, I do have two sets here, quite different. So I'm going to quickly get through them. And you guys can choose which one you like. Fragrantica has a bigger list. So I will start with that one, then I'll give you guys the secondary notes, just because they really break it. They sort of condense them. But we'll go with the Fragrantica notes first. So in the top, we have vetiver, patchouli, and clary sage. In the mid, we have cacao, incense, tonka bean, olibanum, and ginger. And in the base, we run things off with Davana, Popanax, plum, bergamot, and labdanum. That was the Fragrantica notes. Quickly, here's the Parfumo notes: ginger, sage, Cocoa Absolute, vetiver, and patchouli and tonka bean. All right, guys, so I don't really know what to expect from this fragrance. I did really like the original. Again, I didn't like the Parfum version or whatever, the one that came out a couple years ago. So I don't know where this one's going to go. It does sound like it might. I do like that it has cocoa in it, cacao. So it's just something like chocolate. Does have the tonka bean in there, so it's going to be nice and, give you some gourmand aspects there. The ginger might make it zingy. I want to say ginger is in the original composition, but I could be wrong about that. Yeah, the plum note, that's always nice. Plum's one of my favorite notes in fragrances. Honestly, I don't really know where this one's going to go, but it sounds like it's going to be fresh on top and warm spice in the bottom, which is kind of remind me, it kind of probably remind me of the original. It is extreme, so maybe it's just a stronger version of the original. We'll see. I thought the Parfum was going to do that, but no, that was just a bunch of cannabis mixed with sweet notes. So without further ado, let's get this fragrance. First impression, guys, real quick on the hand. Clean hand, just got out of the shower. Here we go, a couple sprays. A lot of juice. Okay. Getting the ginger in this. So it's zingy. Not super duper fresh, but there's some freshness there and some zinginess there from the ginger. Getting the, I believe it's the vetiver, so I'm getting an earthiness. This was labeled a sweet, earthy amber. So definitely getting the vetiver note in this, getting maybe a little bit of that patchouli, because it is earthy. So it's mixing really well with that ginger note. So it's a little zingy and fresh, but it's getting spicy and a little bit earthy. Super spicy now. Maybe is it from... Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe the ginger is just giving it that real... Because I believe it was my last video or two videos ago. I talked about ginger note and how sometimes ginger can make me sneeze. If it's like really, really good. And I'm sort of starting to get that real spicy ginger. Because at first it was more of a fresh spicy. Now it's like super like... almost like black pepper or something. But this is like very, very spicy. But it still has a bit of that freshness there to it as well. Yeah, it's sweet. I'm not getting any fruit notes from the plum yet or anything like that. But yeah, I'm sort of teetering on. This smells more fresh than I remember. Now I'm getting wafts of it from my hand in the air, and I'm getting a bit of the cocoa note. I'm not getting that close up. I'm getting that like kind of further back. Yeah, something's giving it a bit of a coconut vibe as well. Not really sure where that's coming from. In the past, coconut has come from like I don't know, like fig and a couple of other things. So maybe some sandalwood sometimes has a coconut vibe. I could be wrong about that, but there's no woody notes in this that I can see by quickly looking. I think a little bit of the smoke, there's some smokiness coming in this. I think it's coming from the incense. But yeah, this is kind of burning my nose. I mean, I just came back from a cold, so maybe that could be a little bit have to do with it. But I think that this is very, very sharp, very, very strong, very, very spicy. It's sweet, but right now it's more fresh spicy. Like the ginger note's really hanging around. It's really, really hanging around. That's going to be the main player. I think you're like the plum and the cocoa and the incense and tonka bean are going to come out here a little bit later. Yeah, I don't think this one really reminds me a lot of the original. I can see how it could be a flanker of the original, but I'm not getting like the original DNA. That could all change in the update, obviously. But yeah, I'm definitely not getting like, oh, if someone were to like spray this around me, I wouldn't know that this is probably Bad Boy. Again, that could change. But right now I'm getting a kind of a different composition in this one. Get a little bit of hints of the original in there with the cocoa and stuff like that. But it doesn't have like that Invictus opening that we got from the original. Heck, even the Parfum version with the cannabis, even that one had the same opening as the original. This one is completely different in my opinion right now. So yeah, very, very heavy on the ginger. Some of that clary sage, it's a little green and sharp. Getting to the vetiver and the patchouli are toned down, not as sharp as it was in the top. Haven't gotten a lot of that cocoa and the plum yet, just a little bit here and there, but not that much. But we'll see where this one goes, guys. I will wear this fragrance today and over the next couple of days and give you guys an update shortly. And maybe we can figure this out together, guys. But talk to you in a sec. All right, guys, back with my update for Bad Boy Extreme from the house of Carolina Herrera. So do I like this fragrance? Well, I will say I do like it and hate it. Not hate it, but I do like it a little bit. Do hate it, not like it a little bit. It does start off really nice. It does have that nice ginger note up top, very spicy, almost sneeze-inducing for me. I mentioned that in another video before, how sometimes ginger does that. Same with this one. It's fresh spicy, warm spicy. We got aspects of some gourmand notes in there with the chocolate and the tonka bean. It's nice and powdery. It's sweet. It's smoky from the incense. So it's got a lot of good things going on with this fragrance. And I will add, this fragrance does have the DNA of the original in there. I didn't get it in the first half of the video, but after a few wearings, I did get it. It's not exclusive, but it is there. You can get it more in the air. Whenever you're getting wafts of it, you can get like that fresh sort of chocolatey, the Bad Boy DNA, that we all kind of know and love at this point. So those were pretty much the good spots, and we'll get to the ratings here in a minute. And some of those were good as well. But what I didn't like about this fragrance, which some of you guys might love about this fragrance, it was the incense note. Like the incense note to my nose anyway was really, really strong. Very, very smoky, very dry, like kind of sweet, smoky incense note that I picked up a lot on, which I don't mind it when it's mixed with other notes like in niche fragrances. But in this one, I don't know. It's not the worst, but it's like my nose really gravitated towards that incense note, and I did not like it. Like, it was like kind of burning my nose. Now, I did come off of a cold, so maybe my nose was a little bit sensitive at the time. But still, like, I just don't like that churchy incense kind of smell. It was very, very dry. That was my biggest complaint with this fragrance. But other than that, it was a decent fragrance, I guess. Longevity for this fragrance was really good. 8 hours, 8+ hours. With this fragrance every time I wore it, so that's really good. The projection for this fragrance was not beast, but it was good, like very good. I would say for whatever this is, Extrait de Parfum or Eau de Parfum Extreme, that is about average, so it was good. But average for this is good. It's a designer fragrance. I got wafts throughout the day. I could smell it even after I got home, so good. Could it be beast? Maybe. That wasn't. I didn't get anyone really say anything, down the way, but I think it could be close to being beast, but it's really, really good projection nonetheless. Occasion for this fragrance is going to be evening events, date night, going out, club fragrance. Again, I don't know if the incense is going to bother anybody else, but to me, Yeah, the incense note got a little bit cloying for me. So, but other than that, I think you can wear this one for evening events. And I did say club because this one is probably will get the job done for the club because it is sweet enough. Seasons for this fragrance, you guys haven't guessed already. It's gonna be cooler, colder months of the year. I can't imagine wearing this one in the heat. It's probably gonna get very, very cloying. It's probably gonna get too smoky. It's gonna get too just thick and heavy and dark and spicy, and it's probably gonna bother people around you. So I wouldn't suggest wearing this one in hot or warm weather. Cool weather all the way. Ages for this fragrance, I'm gonna say are 25 and up. I do think the incense note is gonna turn the younger noses off. They might think it's too smoky. What is that? I don't really know what that is. You know, a more mature nose out there would probably really like this one if you like the incense note. Overall, like this fragrance, but don't love it. Honestly, people were comparing this one to Bad Boy Cobalt. Honestly, I didn't even know they had that release, and I think they might even release another one that I had no idea that was in the same year. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, everyone's saying this reminds me of the Cobalt release of Bad Boy. What I can't speak on because I haven't tried it. So if you guys have tried that one, then maybe try this one if you liked it. But yeah, good performance for this fragrance. Yeah, just that incense note is really what I didn't like. Might have been a deal breaker for me, honestly. I already have so many. I say this every time, guys. I have so many. But does this smell good? Yes, it smells nice. If you don't like incense, churchy, smoky, sweet incense, you're not gonna like this fragrance. If you can bypass that, if your nose doesn't even pick that up, and all you get's like the gourmandy chocolate and the zingy ginger and whatever else is in there, a little bit of that coconut. I did somehow get coconut in this. There's no coconut in the notes, but something that's coconutty about this. If you like that as well, then you're probably gonna like this fragrance because the performance is there. It smells nice. It's just not for me. But, I mean, what else can you ask for? I mean, it's a good smelling, long-lasting fragrance that has hints of the original. So that's, I guess, good company to keep if you like the original Bad Boy. This is a decent flanker. I just don't like the incense note, unfortunately, guys. So what are your thoughts on Bad Boy Extreme from the House of Carolina Herrera? Do you like this fragrance? Let me know your thoughts on this fragrance down in the comments below because I love to hear what you guys are thinking about this one, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching the video on my channel. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications for future first impression videos and first sighted content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find first sighted photos and future contest winners. And as always, until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.